sounds like percussion. MLB predictions spark the discussion. Stacking cash higher than Fenway's monster. Slinging wild bets like cowboy imposters. Reading those innings like Nostradamus. Wave the green hot streets like Bahamas. Spreadsheets everywhere, mathematician minds analyze the games, profits they grind, fastballs, curveballs, every pitcher's tail, in their heads, knuckleballs never fail. Erik reading numbers like tarot cards, David calling shots like all-star guards, money lines, parlays, come hit with precision, home run predictions, no intermission. High stakes, ballers cashing checks in, rise with the bets, swinging from the pen. Erik and David, masters of scoreboard. MLB bets and claim they hoard. High stakes, ballers cashing checks in, rise with the bets, swinging from the pen. Erik and David, kings of the ledger. Baseball fortune, spread them like treasure.
Hello and welcome to Diamond Bets for May 8th. How's everyone doing? My name is Erik. That man on my right is David, aka I need more fiber in my life. Better DP21. David, how are you doing today, my friend? You are muted, my friend. I can't hear you.
I always forget that it does that. No, I'm doing well, man. I said not as well as you though, because you're holding all the apples over there, and I got to send some my way. So
Dude.
Look like a great snack. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? For those who don't know, there was a discussion about fiber beforehand. I'm trying to get 31 grams of fiber. David's talking shit because I had a luscious, delicious, golden, delicious apple beforehand.
And that's why we're late to the show. Like that's why we're running late. Man,
we are running late because I was having my daily fiber snap. Yes, I am an effing dickhead. And you know what, dude? That's going to bring me to my dickhead of the week, Tyler fucking Stevenson. How fucking dumb can you fucking be yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Like literally, let me paint the picture for people. Bases loaded. Ground ball to the third baseman. He steps on the bag. This dumb fuck just catches the ball, doesn't tag Hap, and is confused why he's safe. He's like looking around, like what is going on? How literally fucking dumb can you fucking be?
Yeah. I've seen quite a few things this week that just, I don't know, man. A lot of these major league players need to go back to basics. Like it's a bad representation of the game. And I say that with like Mateo getting thrown out at first on a pickoff for standing up. He stood up. He didn't dive back into first on the pickoff play. And that turned the whole game around for Seattle in that moment. Very next person, Baldwin gets up, slaps a hit. Mateo would have been on third. And it's a whole different ball game and outcome at that point for the Braves and Seattle game earlier in the week. So, I was bitter seeing something like that, but also, but that is a mind-blowing play at home as well. I mean, that reminds me of the play with Pittsburgh and the Cubs where, what is his name? He ran all the way back from first to catcher, and ended up on second. Like basically, I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. But anyhow, major leaguers need to get back to some basics, though.
I mean, it's just dumbasses galore.
Yeah.
But we're not going to look in the past. We're going to fucking go to the future. For those tuning in for the first time, we each have two bets. We're going to build you a parlay. That's plus 384, I believe, today, and
nice.
Our DFS lineup. Let's go back. Let's look at how we did last week. David had the Reds plus 116, the A's plus 102. I had the Red Sox first five, the M's first five. Brian Wu let me down. Disappointed, Mr. Wu. Our parlay didn't get home. David's side hit. My side did not. DFS lineup just finished outside the cash. Looking to rebuild today. Let's go ahead. Let's dive right into it. What is your first bet of the night, my friend?
Yeah, so, leading off here, I've got Pittsburgh money line for minus 103. This is one of the sharper value sides on the board. The market is heavily pricing Robbie Ray off of his ERA, while underlying metrics are telling a completely different story. Ray carries a 124 deserved run average, and a 108 CFIT profile, which are major regression indicators from a future stat perspective. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh offense has quietly surged to a 330 lineup profile with an upward trend indicator for itself, and San Francisco lineup has cooled down to just 273 for themselves. The model projects Pittsburgh to be closer to a minus 125 to minus 130 favorite range, despite the market sitting essentially at a pick 'em. That's been all day here. So you're getting roughly an 8% implied edge depending on the book that you're looking at. The bullpen edge also now clearly favors Pittsburgh after some updated fatigue adjustments that I've made to my model this week. So this is exactly the kind of uncomfortable near even money line dog profile that Sharp, my model loves here. So really want to attack it from all those angles. Definitely looking at Pittsburgh on the money line for the game here.
I like it. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, we got put in YouTube jail allegedly. I have no idea what happened. Everything is exactly the same, and I fought it, and YouTube didn't say anything, and they basically just said "F you, tough shit." So, no idea what happened, but we are here now. My first one, I'm going to the Miami Marlins minus 115 for the first 5. Angle I absolutely love is backing a highly touted pitching prospect making his major league debut, especially in the first 5. We cashed it last week at the Red Sox, and we're going right back to it with the Miami Marlins. This time, we get the 22-year-old Schelling, who is dominant in AAA this season, 1.86 ERA, 0.9 WHIP, 44 strikeouts in 29 innings. Opponents are barely touching him, hitting just 116 against him. He's got a mid-90s fastball paired with an elite curveball that creates serious swing and miss upside. That combination has led to an incredible strikeout rate. There's also something to be said for the energy around a debut like this. Usually Marlins Park is dead. I think this is going to be one of the liveliest atmospheres in Miami this season. The crowd will be locked in. Selling's first start. Young pitchers often feed off adrenaline early in games. On another note, Nationals send to the mound Griffin on the surface, 2.72 ERA. Once you dig deeper into the analytics, his expected ERA is 4.40. That's 2 runs difference. That is significantly due for some negative regression that's screaming out to me. And this isn't a great matchup for him either. Over the last week, the Marlins quietly one of the better offenses in baseball against left-handed pitching, ranking top 5 in hits, top 10 in runs scored against lefty. This lineup's been putting the ball in play constantly, and I think they'll be able to generate some offense off Griffin early. So you combine the upside, the momentum of Schilling's debut with the regression concerns of Griffin. I think Miami has the edge here early in the game. I'll take the Miami Marlins here, minus 115 for the first 5, my friend.
Yeah, I really like that play. I like that play a lot. You actually get to isolate a lot of things there. And I think the biggest factors are going to be Washington's offense that's collapsing.
Yeah, their offense has been struggling a lot. Let's go ahead. Next one, my friend. Where are you going?
Yeah, taking a look at Minnesota. So we got Minnesota at Cleveland. And this is a classic ugly dog that the public probably is trying to avoid because Parker Messick's surface numbers look elite. And honestly, they're strong. But the market is still largely pricing this game through the first 5 innings. The updated bullpen numbers that I've incorporated this week have Cleveland grading as one of the weaker late game relief environments on an entire slate. They jumped to a 5.28 ERA bullpen rating. So the model is projecting Minnesota closer to a pick 'em, more like even money territory. And we're actually getting, plus territory at plus 121. That being said, we're getting some meaningful, plus value above fair line here. Minnesota's lineup is carrying a solid 316 average offensive profile. And this becomes a much different game once Cleveland's bullpen enters. Give me Minnesota on the money line.
I like it, dude. I lost you, dude. Your screen is dark. Your screen is dark, dude. Shepard, where'd you go, buddy? I like this one a lot. Oh, there you are. I see you, dude.
I don't know what happened. Nothing happened on my end.
Twins, one of the best first teams. I don't know what that means.
Maybe first 5. Yeah.
I don't know. My next one, I am going out to Baltimore. I'm going to take over 9.5 in the O's and A's game here. I think this is one of the better matchups for a high scoring game. Lopez on the mound for, do I call him Sacramento? He struggled this season. 6.6 ERA, 1.9 WHIP over his last 3 starts. ERA 6.35, 1.85 WHIP. Underlying numbers don't make things look any better. He owns a pitching run value -7, fastball, which he throws 34% of the time, -5 pitch run value. Hitters have constantly get to Lopez, faces an O's lineup that's been swinging swinging the bat well lately against left-handed pitching. Over the last week, Baltimore ranks top 10 in both hits and runs scored against lefties. This feels like another spot where the offense can put up some good numbers. On the other side, Kyle Brandish has exactly inspired confidence either. Enters with an ERA north of 5, WHIP around 1.82. But when you look over his last 3 starts, so current form going in, it's a lot uglier. 5.64 ERA, a massive 2.44 WHIP. His pitching run value sits at -9, while his fastball carries a -5 run value. His expected ERA sits around 5 as well, showing that struggles are very real. This matchup is also dangerous for Brandish because he leans heavily on the sinker. That's a pitch Oakland has handled well all season. The Athletics have quietly produced strong numbers against right-handed pitching, especially when it comes to power. Brandish has allowed 394 weighted on base average, along with over 40% hard hit rate, where hitters are squaring up against them. The damage has come quickly. So when you've got 2 struggling pitchers, both carrying inflated ERAs and WHIPs, both giving up hard contact, and both backed by shaky bullpens, this is exactly a recipe for an over. The trend supports it too. O's games at home have been cashing all season long. Sacramento's games have gone over 10 of the last 8 games. Added in the favorable hitting environment of Camden Yards, a warm May day. Over 9.5 runs, one of my favorite plays on the board, my friend. Let's go ahead. Let's look at our, parlay of the day, coming into juicy 384. David's leg is the White Sox. Why don't you share us why?
Yeah, so this honestly feels a lot like last night when I bet on St. Louis to win at San Diego, and St. Louis won. So it's a uncomfortable home dog with improving bullpen structure and a quietly strong offensive trend that is sending me in the direction of the White Sox. The White Sox profile right now, 326 average with upward indicators from there. Seattle's offense has been cooling off recently. This technically is a very close game filter that I have within my model because both starting pitcher profiles graded well, but the market feels slightly too aggressive towards Seattle here. So the model has this game much closer to a true pick'em game, making the plus money attractive value from an implied probability standpoint. And like I said, all those other profile, stats, at least for the White Sox, are trending in the right direction with strong pitching, bullpen structure, and offense all at home. Give me a home dog, baby.
Mine, I'm going to Sugar Shea. He's been a constant here at the old DB segment. I'm taking him over 2.5 runs, hits, RBIs, riding a hot bat. Has gone over this number back-to-back games. Matchup against Brandish sets up perfectly for him to keep rolling against right-handed pitching this season. One of Oakland's most dangerous hitters, 320. Slugging percentage close to 600. Been seeing the ball well extremely lately, putting together multiple hit performances. And this pitch matchup is just too good. Brandish relies heavily on the slider and breaking stuff. Sugar Shea absolutely crushes these pitches against sliders. He's hitting 400 with a slugging percentage north of 540 against breaking balls overall, 396, an absurd 615 slugging percentage. When you combine his recent form, the matchup profile, and the way Brandish has been struggling, this just makes all the sense in the world, my friend. Give me Sugar Shea over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Let me get this off. Boom. Let's go ahead. Let's bring up our DFS lineup before Waddle Schmidt is being called up for the D-backs. Those who don't know, he is the top prospect in the D-backs organization. I think it would be unrealistic for him to go today, though. They literally,
I think,
must have just announced it. So I
think he's sitting. They did just announce it, but I'm pretty sure he's sitting.
You know what I mean? There's no way that he can pump up right now. I mean, just no fucking way. Let me put on the old Twitter machine. Nothing yet. I doubt he goes. Tomorrow will be the day we get some Waddle Schmidt props. Let's go ahead. DFS lineup is up. It is crack-a-lacking. Let me look at my notes here. Pitching wise, Dirty Dave, talk to me, my friend.
Yeah, so I've got a few ranges here for pairings. I think it just depends on what we get available with timing. I tried to adjust it to anything after the 6:40 time slot. So I'm hoping these pairings are available, but Mizorowski is obviously the top name on the board there. Going against the Yankees, it's such a hot lineup. I want to kind of avoid him, of course. So, some other pairings that I really like as a sneaky play is Nolan McLean for the Mets. I like him. And I also like Modzinski for the Pirates, of course, because how bad the Giants lineup is.
Okay, so let me do this. What time is the Pirates game?
Pirates game should be one of the last ones. It's in San Francisco.
Boom. So if we go with dude, he's 6,600.
Yeah.
So boom, getting him there in the pitcher position opens up a lot of stuff. Now, I'm sorry, who was the first guy you mentioned, my friend?
Mizorowski, who's the top guy on the board.
You want to go with Big Jake?
Yeah, man, I like them at home too. I mean, he's been profiling really strong.
He's averaging 23 points per game. Sale against the Dodgers 50-50. Jays, yeah, I like where your head's at there. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get her going here. Let's just go to the hitters, and if there's anyone we really feel strong about, we can go ahead and look to add them on.
I mean, my primary stack is going to come from Boston if we have that game available. Boston here tonight.
Is Boston here? I don't think so. Boston starts. No, Boston is here. Boom.
Boston's on the board, right? Yeah. See, I was lessons learned, man. I was looking at a certain time window.
Dude, you know what, dude? You live and fucking learn, dude. That's
right? That's what I'm saying.
The only thing I don't live and learn from is the women I date, but we're not here to talk about that.
Or do we know?
Dude. A lot of people on here don't know. Oh my god. So you said you want to go. Who in this game are you looking at, my friend?
So, I mean, hold on a second. Give me just a minute here. I'm gonna take a look at all the batters. All right, who from Boston? I mean, Duran might be an option. He's kind of expensive, so I'm trying to just take a look down the board.
What about 44?
Who did I have in mind?
What about Jonathan Amarnda from Tampa Bay? I totally butchered that name.
Who's that?
Their first baseman, Jonathan Amarada. I have no idea how to say his last name. Jonathan A. from Tampa Bay, their first baseman.
Aranda? Oh,
Aranda. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, definitely him. Throw him in the lineup for sure. He's been batting like 450 over the last week.
All right, so he's 41. Anyone on the other side or another Ray you want to look to get to, my friend?
Well, I did actually see another Ray. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I keep moving with my filters here.
It's okay. You got a lot of porn on your phone. It's okay.
It's okay. Don't even judge. All right. Tampa Bay. I really love how I like filter this thing. I go all back. Oh, yeah, DeLuca.
Okay, DeLuca.
Johnny DeLuca.
Okay.
He should be cheap, but he's been effective. Batting nearly 300, stolen bases, runs.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Should open up some things for us getting pretty good prices on those guys.
So if I'm looking here, is there anyone else where your head's at?
Let me look at catchers real fast.
I kind of like Lopez from the Marlins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at Lopi.
Otto?
Second most hits. Yeah, second most hits over the last week. You know,
he's go with him for sure.
He's been seeing the ball pretty well.
Yeah, I like him too.
You know, if we go there, Lopez.
That was for second base, right?
Shortstop.
Okay, or whatever.
You know,
can you get him into short? And then can you get what's his name? Zach?
Short. He has that short.
Yeah, but okay, you put him in. All right. What about Zach Galoff or Geloff? I don't know how to say his last name for the A's. Yeah, at the bottom there. Yep. Yeah. Outfielder. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. What about Tyler O'Neill?
O'Neill? Really?
Yeah. He's gotten good numbers against Lopez in his career.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. All right. I'm not hating, bro.
He's batting 100 over the last week. We're not putting in cold hitters, baby.
Yeah. This is the time where if I was prepared, I would have gone into last year when I was adamant we need to play Nick Hertz, and you said no, and then he had 4 home runs that game. But you know what? I'm going to be a good guy. I'm not going to mention that.
No, you shouldn't. Yeah, don't even.
What about Chase DeLauter from the old Guardians?
Chase who? DeLauter. Yeah, definitely him. 522 over the last week. Boom.
What is he looking at?
Outfielder.
What is his average?
Yeah, you got him.
Oh, doesn't look like he's in.
Really? Yeah, out of the lineup for the Friday's game.
Interesting.
He's getting a day off.
Okay.
His 11-game hit streak is on hold now.
What about Alonso?
Let me look. Alonso. Big Pete.
No,
he's
we already got a first baseman. We already got a first baseman.
Yeah, Aranda is doing just fine there. I like that anyway. But I like the over. I like the over in that game too.
I'm financially
another game. I like the. Oh, I know, but I mean, we can't just stack everything on one game.
Well, I know.
So I want to look at KC as well. Go over there for.
What about this guy? Who's this Okamoto guy? How do you feel about him?
He's been pretty good, I think.
I mean, looking in the last 5 days, 5 home runs, 7 runs, 8 ribbies, 9 hits, batting 375.
For Toronto, yeah.
Playing at third base, 4,100.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely on the right side with Cease on the mound for them. I mean, I definitely think that's an advantage for him against Detmers.
No, you said you wanted to go to the KC game. Probably looking to tap.
Well, you just asked about, yeah, so you got Okamoto for third. All right. I do want to find some KC guys to throw in here. Maybe like
pimping the ball, but he's at 6,100, dude.
Who's that?
Bobby Witt.
Oh yeah, I mean we can afford him at this point, right?
Yeah, but we already have somebody. That's the only thing.
What was he for? Short?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to like go cray.
No, we don't have to.
Go cray.
Let's see here. What do we need? Second catcher and an outfielder?
Yeah. What about Vinny P for KC? What's he? Is he their catcher?
No. He's first base.
God damn it, dude. Jeez,
you do this a lot. You like to stack those first basemen.
I do, dude. If I could put a lineup with only first baseman, I'd put a lineup with only fucking first baseman. That'd be it. Nothing. I'm gonna start a fantasy football league where all you do is just you put in your 3 best first basemen for the night. How funny would that be, dude? You want to get my first baseman only fantasy baseball league next year?
Yeah, right.
Is Philly on the docket tonight? I don't think they are. Nope.
You got Pittsburgh, right? Let's put Joey Bart in at catcher.
Joey Bart?
Mm-hmm. Joey Bart.
Nah. So we got some money now. Like we got 12,000 left, dude.
Okay. So go to the top of the second base profile and just see who, not a specific game, but just go to see who's at the top here.
We got Terang, Lowe, Martell, my boy Weatherholt.
Terang for sure.
Terang? You like Terang?
Yeah. Batting 400. Then we get anybody.
We can go Ohtani. We can go Soto. We can go Cruz.
You know what I hate about all those is that they're facing premier pitchers, man.
Yeah.
Like Judge, you don't want against Mizorowski. You don't want Ohtani against Sale. Maybe Soto. Soto could be interesting. I mean, he's had a terrible week actually.
So let me look at this. Hold on.
Trout's an interesting one for the Angels. I know he's going against Cease though. That's the only thing.
What about Jackson Cheerio?
Let's see. Yes. I think that's a good one.
All right. So we have 1,300 left. So, I mean, if we wanted to pay up somewhere, like if we wanted to
go back to the short one for Bobby Witt. See how he compares.
I mean,
I really like. So here's the thing. Like, I expect Miami to win this game against Washington. I don't know what that means with Otto Lopez contributing to backing his, rookie debut pitcher here.
Yeah.
And I already project the over in KC for what it's worth. So,
I mean, my thing, okay, is, I mean, that will give us 5,600. If we take out Lopez, that gives us 5,600. Witt is still at 6,100.
Oh, I see.
Now, my
I see.
argument, hold on 1 second. Now, if we just look at recent form coming into the game, I know that the last two games for our first, who do we got at first baseman?
Aranda.
He's been 0 for the last 2 games.
Aranda has.
If we look at,
yeah, but he had like, I don't know, maybe a bunch of walks in his one game because he was only 0 for 1.
If we look at, oh my God, how do you spell this last name? Pasta Boy.
Pascantino.
You like that? I'm gonna call him Pasta Boy. I mean, how has he been doing his last couple games?
He's definitely not as on fire, so to speak, but he's still batting 300.
He was 1-1-1. Yeah, he's kind of been limping into.
I don't know, man. I think we could just leave it as is and say we're good. But I mean, the only thing I would consider is maybe, upgrading our pitcher possibly with the Pittsburgh pitcher to maybe somebody else. If you went back and looked at McLean, perhaps, but I don't think that gets us there. Like the 7, where are we at? 7 something? Yeah, I don't think we mess with that. I don't know, man. I kind of really like where everybody's at.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's call it then.
Yeah.
Midalowski, Jake the Snake for the Brewers, Bart, Armanda, Terang, Otomoto, Lopez, DeLuca, dude, I can't pronounce any of these names, dude. I think we're just gonna have.
I don't know.
Jalapo. I think we're just gonna have you.
Jalapio and Churio.
Start announcing everybody. David, thank you for coming on. We are done for the week. You're going to be gallivanting next week, so I'll be handling it solo. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media, my friend?
Yeah, sure. As always, been posting my plays over on X and copy them over to my Instagram profile. Same handle here, BetterDP21. If you have any questions about games, feel free to reach out about a specific matchup. Be happy to give you any kind of the inputs that my model's putting out there for you all. Trying to give the best edges that I can. Done some upgrades this week. I think I kind of mentioned it a time or two during the show where I've started to incorporate bullpen fatigue into my modeling. So it definitely has some weight to actually carry more than the 3 elements pretty much everybody always knows about in betting are based on starting pitching, the hitting profile, and your bullpen. So, I'm starting to weigh in bullpen and hitting a little bit more than starting pitching because I think the public's just overreacting to some big names out in the market, and we're trying to take advantage of those edges. So reach out. Be happy to discuss any plays. As always, let's cash. Let's get it. Thank you, Eric, for having me.
Give that man a follow. I'll be back next week. That good-looking man will be back in a couple weeks. Best of luck in your bets. Let's make some money. Let's cash some tickets. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Go Braves.